In an age where every word can be amplified, retweeted, or recorded, a pressing question emerges. Are people becoming too sensitive in conversations? Words once spoken in passing can now spark debates, anger, or even online outrage. But sensitivity is a double-edged sword. It fosters empathy, yet can suffocate open dialogue. Today, we explore the delicate balance between understanding and overreaction. The way we communicate has transformed. Conversations are no longer confined to living rooms or coffee tables. Instead, they unfold on glowing screens, through emojis, texts, and comments. Words can travel farther, faster, and often lose context. In this digital age, the risk of misinterpretation has never been higher. Sensitivity, at its core, is the ability to perceive and respect others' feelings. But when empathy becomes hyper-awareness, it can magnify every perceived slight. What once might have been brushed off is now analyzed, critiqued, and sometimes weaponized. Understanding where concern ends and hypersensitivity begins is more complex than ever. Cancel culture has transformed our social landscape. A single poorly chosen word, a joke misunderstood, or an opinion out of step can trigger waves of backlash. Individuals are often judged not by their intent, but the immediate perception of their words. In this climate, conversations risk becoming cautious to the point of silence. Generational differences add another layer to the conversation. Older generations often value resilience, thick skin, and the ability to take a joke. Younger generations prioritize inclusion, sensitivity, and awareness of historical and social contexts. These differing lenses can make dialogue feel like walking through a minefield, where every statement carries the weight of cultural scrutiny. Humor has long served as a social bridge, easing tension and sparking connection. Today, however, jokes must navigate a complex maze of sensitivities. One ill-timed quip or misunderstood jest can ignite controversy. The very act of trying to be funny now carries risk, making laughter both powerful and precarious. Social media amplifies reactions, often beyond their original context. Opinions bounce back from echo chambers, growing louder and more extreme with each repetition. Outrage spreads faster than reason, and nuance is frequently drowned out. In this environment, even minor disagreements can escalate into full-blown conflicts. Words are scrutinized like never before. Intent is dissected, meanings debated, and every phrase filtered through layers of perception. What one person sees as harmless, another may perceive as offensive. This heightened scrutiny can make even simple conversations feel like a minefield, where the fear of causing harm stifles genuine expression. Psychologists remind us that sensitivity exists on a spectrum. Some individuals are naturally more affected by words, while social conditioning can heighten this awareness. Understanding these differences is crucial. Empathy is essential, but it must coexist with tolerance for mistakes, learning, and growth. Excessive sensitivity carries consequences. It can suppress dialogue, limit exploration of ideas, and create self-censorship. When fear of offending dominates, people stop sharing, debating, or challenging one another. Conversations risk becoming shallow, safe, and devoid of the friction that sparks understanding. The goal is balance, acknowledging feelings without surrendering freedom of expression. Dialogue thrives when we listen actively, respond thoughtfully, and embrace complexity. True understanding requires patience, reflection, and the courage to engage, even when disagreement looms. So, are people too sensitive? Perhaps in some ways, perhaps not enough in others. The truth is not binary. It lies in our willingness to communicate openly, thoughtfully, and respectfully. In the end, the strength of our conversations will be measured not by silence, but by the care with which we speak and the empathy with which we listen.